All right, welcome to the Space Luchador podcast. I am the Space Luchador, and today, well, podcast number one officially. I'm not gonna call it Reloaded or 2.0 or any of that stuff. I'm actually working on a new studio, and by that I mean like a little space where I can basically do my thing. So, new format. I'm gonna do this basically as a podcast. No longer will I be reviewing other people's sorry ass YouTube channel videos where they're basically bashing women, right? And giving you misinformation and all this other crap. Now, I'm just gonna straight up do my show, because that's what it is. Now, I have a few things, right? Format, like for example, I don't know where to start this. Well, we'll start this at the beginning, which is the quote of the day, and then we'll break it down at the end. Your power lies in your ability to control your emotion. Once someone has command over your inner world, they become your masters. Now, we're going to get back to that because that's relationship 101. That's actually going to open up the doors for the news today. Now, the news around the world politically, right? Here's a perfect example, right? About politics and how it's simple. It really is logically, right? And this is why I say, it's so simple that it's hard, right? We got Kamala out there, right? Literally, right? Doing interviews and writing campaigning, supposedly, right? That she's gonna do all this shit for us and right and no tax on tips, which by the way she stole. And I'm sitting there going like, just out of straight up sheer logic. Is she not in power as she speaks? Like what in the hell is she campaigning against herself? Like what in the hell? Then they're going off about democracy, right? When she was literally pushed in, literally, they removed Sleepy Joe, removed his ass and put him on the shelf. And he's actively the president as we speak. Think about that for one damn second, right? Just think about that. It's amazing. So there you go. Right? I mean, it is amazing. Man, fix all that crap now. Fix the border now. Right? Stop whatever the hell, the wars and all that other crap. Do it now. Stop giving away our damn money. And there you go. Anyways, that ends the news for today, right? Because everybody always says, don't get political, right? Because of this and because of that. And it's like, man, at this point, like, why the hell do I have to change, right? Or why the hell do I have to shut up for people to learn something? You're not going to learn, right? You're never going to learn. So, I question the motive. They're not really trying to learn. They're quite literally trying to whoop our ass, and they probably already did. Anyways, on to pop culture news, right? So we got the Borderlands debacle. Now, I'm going to explain that, and then I'm going to explain D23. Actually, I'm going to do a rant, pretty much, because I'm getting already butthurt at that, just mentioning it. But anyways, Borderlanders. All right, Borderlands. So I'm not even going to pretend to say that I like the game. Never played it. Don't know. I'm not about to play it. I'm not going to watch the movie either, but from what I've heard, it sucks, and all you needed to do was see the trailer to basically realize that immediately, right? It sucks nads. So, let me tell you what's wrong with Borderlands. Same thing that's wrong with Disney. It's the casting. It's the Hollywood system. It's these companies and their bull crap that's going right down the shitter. Same with the news, right? The politics and all that stuff, right? They no longer stand for making movies. That's obvious. Once again, right? It's as simple as it's going to be. So, casting, right? Why in the hell you got Kevin Hart running around? You got Jack Black, the other two ladies, right, in there. Which, yeah, whatever. They're good. They're good actresses, right? Whatever. But they can't carry a damn movie. They can't. Period. Right? Kevin Hart can carry a comedy movie, maybe, right? But not a damn action movie, let alone a video game movie. It ain't gonna happen, right? Now you got Jack Black and his voice, right? It's like, no, I want to see your ass in Nacho Libre 2. That's it, right? That's it. As for the other ladies, right? It's like, no, no. Yes, you're good actresses and you can act and you do all that stuff. But when you look at Borderlands, well, at least for the trailer, because like again, I didn't see the damn movie. All I see is these actresses. I don't see who the hell they're supposed to be in the movie. So right off the bat, I ain't paying for this garbage. Period. And no one is apparently. So there you go. That's Borderland debacle, and I could go into the details for that. But this is a episode number 1. So let's jump into D23, the Disney debacle. Right. So everybody's running their mouth about Disney, and me included. Right. And again, everybody's still asking sorry ass questions about what's it this Mandalorian and Guru, they're gonna save Star Wars, and Star Wars is dead. Alright? It's dead. It's been dead. It got it got mutilated, right? I don't know if I can say the R, it got raped. Literally, right? And they didn't even have the decency to pull its pants up. So anyways, that's Star Wars for you. D23, they showed a bunch of damn what was it? Trailers and shit, right? Which again shows you what I'm talking about. You can't just get like a cute girl, right? I'm not even asking a 10, but just a cute 7, right? Or an 8. Put her as a Sleeping Beauty. That's it. No, you get Rachel, whoever the hell, right? And she's out there running her mouth, right, about how the movie should be. And then she was out there in the strikes, too. Like a slap in the face and a kick in the nads. And now we're sitting here like, no, we ain't going to buy this garbage. I didn't want to see it to begin with, let alone with your sorry ass in it. But anyways, that's that, right? I didn't want to get into the little people problem of the whole movie. Well, let's jump into what really bothered me was the Lion King trailer. Now, this is amazing. Disney seems to always do this. It pulls it off every single time. They don't fail to miss, right? It's the one thing that you obviously would think you can't do this if I was getting paid, right? You're going to do the next, Space Luchador, you're going to do the next Lion King movie. And it's going to be about Mufasa. Oh, shit. Right now I'm sitting in, can't sleep for days because I'm planning it out, right? And I'm going to write this badass story. The last damn thing I would ever think is to make his sorry ass a damn stray. This guy ain't even king material. He's just some random ass, right? John Doe. Who knows from whose loins he came out of. Anyways, the point is the story is supposedly about him and his brother Scar, which by the way, they're no longer brothers. That's a whole nother stupid thing that only Disney can pull off, right? Or try. So now they're not brothers, which destroys that. I always say, don't fuck with the lore. Don't fuck with the lore. Don't botch the damn lore. That should be. It ain't gonna be. So no matter how many times I say it, these people are. It's amazing. But anyways, there you go. There's that. I don't think I should explain, right, why this is garbage. Right now you've destroyed the original movie too, because now it turns out Mufasa's just full of crap. Right, he's a scam. And Scar wasn't even a damn trailer, so I don't even know what the hell happened there. So yeah, um, and then you got Kathy, right? Kathy Kennedy running her mouth. Which, by the way, there's no video, so I don't even know if it's even true anymore. Just got a bunch of damn clickbait videos. Kathy saying this, and then damn horse face is nowhere to be found. Anyways, what she's saying, right, for today's pop culture news, she's saying that she wants to retire on a win. Now, like I've said this before, I come from a professional wrestling background, right? I learned from the old school, from what wrestling actually is, right? And what it is basically comes down to one big ass angle. That's the only way it works. So here's the angle, right? I don't know if I should explain the angle, but Kathy basically is trolling us by saying she's never going to retire. That's what she's saying, because there's no way she could win. Period. Right? Like I said, should I get into Star Wars? This shit's dead. It is dead officially, philosophically, right? Mentally. I buried that damn thing. It's done. You can't bring it back. Unless, and this is the only way, and screw it, it ain't gonna happen, so I'm gonna go ahead and just say it. This is the only way you could maybe fix Star Wars, right? They would publicly need to come out, whoever the hell is the Disney or Lucasfilm, whoever the hell's in charge, no one seems to be in. Kathy herself would need to march her sorry ass out and quit. And by that I mean put as an example. Fired right there in front of everybody. Fired. Get her ass out of here. Get her the hell out of my ring, right? Then, gotta turn around and basically make one big fire pit of all the garbage Disney Star Wars that they've done so far, right? And basically say, alright, it's erased out of canon, right? That's it. This shit never happened. It's all one big ass dream or whatever. Send all the shit to alleys, right? Sell it. Can't do it in a 99-cent store no more because that's done. Thank you, Star Wars and Disney, for that. And once that's done, then we could announce, right, grumpy Harrison Ford, and we got politically insane Mark Hamill and the crew back together. Sadly, we can't get Leia back on this one, but hey, I'm pretty sure we can do some AI deep fate or some shit, right? And we could fix the debacle and get on with business. But this ain't gonna happen. Any of that crap that I said is gonna happen. So there you go. Enough with the crying. Star Wars is dead. And it ain't coming back. All you're doing is feeding these damn people, right? And this is what pisses me off. They get paid, literally, to piss on your hopes and dreams. Anyways, that ends D23, right? I don't really care about the parks. That's garbage. I could do a whole damn episode on why. There's no way I'm gonna pay to stand in line in the sun like a dumbass, right? With a bunch of people I don't want to be around with pretty much cardboard rides, because that's what Disneyland's all about nowadays, and eating a bunch of sugar, eat crap, overpriced crap, by the way. Anyways, there you go. This ain't about parks and recreation. Now let's go to collectibles, right? All right, and the collectible world is also being destroyed by the political world. It comes down to space, right? Do you own a house? Well, no one. Not today. You ain't about to buy one either. So collecting and all that other crap is also tied to basically the movies and Disney and all that other crap. The reason we collect crap, right, in this case, action figures, statues, right, cars and all other crap, is because we're inspired by it, right? Because it means something. It motivates us. It makes us, I want to say the word feel, but it makes us feel a certain kind of way, right? when we see nostalgic and all this crap that we like. But I'm not about to buy some garbage ass product that makes me pissed off, right? At how you basically became a millionaire by pissing on my hopes and dreams. So, no, I am not buying any Disney Star Wars garbage. And therefore, there you go. See, now you made the connection. That's the dot to dot. Now, I guess that could be a rant, right? On to sports. Boxing world is dead, right? So let me get into the boxing. I'll do a whole episode on that. Because I think I saw, what was it, Oscar De La Hoya doing an interview, and he's saying that the UFC will never beat boxing. Well, because it's not the same thing. Once again, going back to angles. Let me explain that debacle real quick, right? So, the UFC is like the WWE, and now pretty much brothers, but here's the point. The UFC is a promotional company, meaning they promote the fighters and the belts. Now, boxing, for those that don't know, now you know. Boxing, right, has no promotional company. They only have the belts. It's the WB, whatever the hell, middleweight, featherweight, flyweight, WCCB, BBDDD, and all that other crap. Championship belts. You know who promotes these belts? Well, the fighters do. So there you go. You got no Vince McMahon. You got no Dana White. You just have managers and all that other crap, right? But no actual boxing company. Which therefore, you got no angle. All you have is a bunch of boxers, right? Paying themselves, right? To box some other boxer, right? Think about it. Now, this is what my podcast is all about. It's about logically thinking like a man and showing you that it's actually not that hard, right? If you actually sat down and thought and looked around your world, you will know that it's not that hard. It's all about just basically being aware, right? Aware. And then you realize, holy crap, this ain't complicated at all. As a matter of fact, you as a man have the tools to decipher all this crap, right? That's the point. But anyways, so boxing, right, is not a promotion. Basically it's a scam, right? Now, you didn't hear this from me, but basically you got what's that guy, the Paul brother, Jake Paul or whatever the hell. He is a promoter promoting his own fight and paying his own opponent. Think about that for a second. Now, to tie that into the political news for you, if you made it this far, right? You got Kamala promoting herself, right? Quite literally, right? When she is in power as we speak. Is that not a scam? Anyways, you didn't hear that from me. But there you go. If I could pay myself and pay my opponent, think about that. What do you think I would do? Right? What would you do? My listeners, right? Anyway, subscribe, like, help me. You can help me, obviously, by sharing, subscribing, liking, commenting, all that other crap. Help me. I'm going to give you, perhaps, the rawest, right, hands down, man show ever, right? That's the plan, right? And basically explain everything, quite literally everything, right? And the one thing we all really care about, and that is women. I happen to be an expert in this, right? Because again, it's all about angles. Now, let's tie it up. Video game news, right? Oh, man. All right, so video game news. Oh, man, where do we start here? Well, it's no surprise. Video games have been sucking since literally, what is this? The PS4, right? There's some PS5 games that are alright. But man, nothing stands next to all the old stuff. We all know this, right? Anyways, it's no surprise. Star Wars once again making an appearance on my podcast about this shitty video game. What is it called? Something Star Wars. Anyways, it's basically Han Solo, right? Only you're a woman. Now, I've said this before, right? And I've gotten into big ass arguments, by the way, with so-called gamers, right? And they're always like, oh, right? It was so wrong. I play as a woman. And they're hell bent on defending the fact. And I'm like, I don't want to play as a woman. Like, that's just first and foremost, right? Like, so why the hell would you even think I'd buy the damn game, right? Like, I'm just not. Period, right? I remember back in the day, right? You had that option. You could play the female side story or play the guy side story, right? But no, Ubisoft, right, decided to give us all the big finger. But I don't think it's Ubisoft. I think it's a combination, right? Both. Ubisoft, Star Wars, and the politics of today. And now you got this shitty looking Star Wars game, right? And everybody's losing this shit, right? Star Wars something. I don't know what it's, Outlaws or some stuff. Star Wars is dead. So everything under that umbrella is also dead. Get it through your skull, right? Disney. I'm talking about you, my viewers, I'm pretty sure. You ain't about to buy that crap. So anyways, that's games for today, right? Which actually jumps to Borderlands, right? Which is also a game which is a flop. Everything's flopping today. Basically, 2024, we're all screwed, right? Hence, my podcast, right? I'm trying to change it around maybe somehow, right? Somehow, right? If I could just give you a show. Oh, which, by the way, I'm going to end with this. I'm a full-blown 1 hour show. I'm going to try at least. Pretty much the weekly. Not once a day. And just basically run down the news. We could do a quote of the day, right? And add little things here and there. And once I get the space, we'll do some interviews. And go from there. Now, on to the lesson of the day, which brings me to the original quote of the beginning of the show. Your power lies in your ability to control your emotions. Once someone has command over your inner world, they become your master. This is relationship 101. Now, let me explain. All right. For those that watch all that stuff, right? All the Manosphere and Pearl and Tate and the whatever, right? And all these other jackasses, right? They all have the same message. Let's use logic, right? Common sense here on this one. If they all have the same message and they're all bitching and moaning, all of them, and they all have problems, and still, despite all that, right, they still can't get some, what does that tell you? Right? Have you ever seen Tate with a girl? I haven't. Right? I see him with his brother all damn day, but that's it. Right? Anyways. Now, let's talk about the quote here. Your power lies in your ability to control your emotions. That is all literally summed up. That's all you got as a man. That is your true power. And this is not only meant for relationships, it's meant for everything on the face of the planet. Everything. If you can harness this, you are a master. However, it's the hardest thing. First of all, you can't harness it if you don't even know, right, that this exists. Right? You don't even know that you don't have the ability to control your emotions. Meaning, right, that you are controlled by something or someone, right? Not yourself. Anyways, move on to the next part, right? So who commands it if not you, right? This would be your partner, your woman, right? Your girlfriend, your other half, whatever the hell, right? They become your master. Now, there's other quotes that basically say the same thing, right? When you shut up in the presence of whoever, that's your master. That's another quote. Basically, this is how it works, right? So, you got your girlfriend, right? Your little girlfriend. Obviously, all relationships pretty much come down to this. You want her, not she wants you. That's it, right? So every time you hear, who brings what to the table? Oh, you really, the only reason you're at the damn table is because she's there. Just accept that. That as rule number one. That's rule number one, right? So understand, you're playing a game, right? A game of chess where this is the number one and first rule, right? That you want her more than she wants you. That's it. Now, who needs who and who wants that, and does she really want you for that, and if she even really wants you, and all that other crap, we can talk about that and debate that later. Just step number one. You want a girl. Then it becomes that specific girl. Have you ever asked why? All right. Why in the hell do you now want that specific girl? Well, it all comes down to this quote. You want that specific girl because she controls, right, your inner world. That's why. That is force-fed red pill. That is, what is this? Domestic violence. That is all the crap and problems that you see today, right? It's baby's ball. It's the whiteboard. It's all the stuff that I've spoken about in the past and all my other videos, right? But there you go. Now, am I the only one? Yeah, I am. I am the only one talking about this because I'm the only one that gets it at this level, which is amazing, right? Now, there's a few out there that I don't know if I've seen, right? Peterson is close, but he talks about all these other stuff. So the Bible literally explains it, right? But Peterson, which is why he's close, because he kind of quotes the Bible. But you got to decipher it, right? Because everybody gets all butthurt on the Bible. Well, you got to interpret it. Yeah, but if you're biased, right? Right, you're going to get it wrong. Literally, right? If you have other intentions, you're going to get it wrong. It's that simple. Let's see. As of right now, the recording. Well, look at that. Speaking of parks, this just in, right? Magic Mountain roller coaster gets stuck and leaves riders stranded. Damn. Six Flags Magic Mountain. Stuck and stranded. Well, no one's dead. Which I'm not saying this should be. I'm just saying, good news. But this just in. They're stuck as of speaking right now. They'll be all right. As long as, oh, wait. It's hot as hell. Well, let's hope. Let's hope they'll be all right. And it's all good. Let's see. So what else? I think that's it, right? Pretty self-explanatory, right? About how women work. Just understand, right? As soon as you take that first step of accepting you want her more than she wants you. Okay, we can get into what she wants later. You must understand what you want first. Okay? I doubt you want all that other crap you claim to want, because I've heard, right? And I'm gonna end with this little story. I was at a bar, chilling, right, having a drink, and this dude that was down. I don't even know how we started talking, but we started talking, And you know me, I tried to fix him because he seemed down and out. And I straight up asked the question, right? Well, why are you out here, all by yourself, drinking, Like, well, my girlfriend. I'm like, I knew it, right? I'm like, all right, I got another question for you. If you have a girlfriend, if this is true, well, that begs a question once again. Same question. Why are you out here drinking all by yourself, right? Well, and there's where the details come from, right? Like, oh, well, she went off to San Diego, whatever the hell, right? I'm like, oh, long distance? Oh, well, no, she took off 2 weeks out there to see family. I'm like, red flags just going off all over the place. Now, that's why he's out here crying, right? And drinking all by himself. Although, here's the point. This is why I brought the story up, right? So I'm trying to tell him, hey, look, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Oh, but he starts going off. But see, I trust her because I know where you're going and what you're trying to say. But I trust her, and relationships have to be about communication and love. And all these words were coming out of this sorry ass guy's mouth. Think about that, right? And that's the problem of today. These guys are out there lying to themselves, and then they have the audacity to try to lie directly to the space luchador himself. As if I am not no damn expert when I am. Self-proclaimed, but I am. Nonetheless, right? Because I got real world, right? Real world experience. Real world, in real time, right? Answers. But anyways, that's what all these words were coming out of his mouth, right? Love. And then at some point, he was literally saying that it had nothing to do with him wanting her, but he wanted a girl that he can communicate. And I'm like, bro, did you just not start off with this girl just leaving for 2 weeks? What lack of communication, right? Why the hell wouldn't she? First of all, a girl that really likes you doesn't leave. And if she does have to leave, she'd take your sorry ass with you, right? And at the very least, I'm going to give you the answer right now for episode 1 of the Space Luchador podcast. And it comes down to, once again, logic, right? All right. 2 answers for you. 1, she takes you with her, right? Or 2, she don't go because she can't. She can't stand the fact that you're going to be alone for 2 weeks all by your lonesome. Now, why do I say this? Well, because if you were a man, and by that, a real man who's been there, done that, would know, right, that the only reason she won't leave your ass alone for 2 weeks is because you can't be trusted. That's right, sons and kiddies, right? And folks. If you made it this far, you got a freebie, right? Now, yes, it's a little harsh, but it is what it is, right? Who would you rather be, right? In this case, in this scenario, right? To end this podcast for today, right? Episode 1. Who would you rather be? That girl, 2 weeks, family, right? Planned family fun and vacation, or this dude drinking and crying out in the streets, right? Because he knows deep down that his ass is grass, right? Who would you rather be? Right now, understand what I said. She don't want to be this guy crying, drinking, all by himself alone, right? Why? Because she knows if she leaves, right, for 2 weeks and leaves his sorry ass alone, she be worried. Nope, but in this case, right, in this story, our fellow drinker here is the one crying because he knows deep down the truth, right? And he happened to run across the space luchador who basically straight up told him and broke him down, right? Broke him down in the bar, like just straight up. It is what it is. Every time I've seen a dude or gal, right, with a sorry ass looking face, I already know what to ask. And they go in immediately into some relationship problem. And they all have the same problem. It's the same ass problem. I'm here trying to show you, right, that you can choose who you want to be, right? You want to be the 2 weeks of fun, right? Or the 2 weeks of hell, right? Knowing the truth and basically, right, suppressing it and lying to yourself. The only reason this happens to you because you set yourself up, literally, right? That I can't say it or state it even, that's it. That's as easy as it gets. However, doing it is and getting it right and obviously understanding it, that's the hard part, right? Because the answers are all around us, right? Here I am basically spewing the damn answers for you. There you are. There it is, right? Oh, but it's amazing, right? Now, of course, that is to say that every girl that leaves or whatever has something to do, right? But just understand, there's a counter to it, right? Now, if she's forced to leave, she sure as hell ain't gonna be happy, right? If you were a real man, they already know, right? But anyways, there you go. So that concludes our Space Luchador podcast #1 official episode, right, of today. Got into some news. I'm gonna try to fix the format a little, make it a little better. I was trying to do some video, but had some technical difficulties. So once I get that up and running, we should have a little show for everyone, right? This is a show by a man, a real man for man, right? Now, I've looked at my stats. All of my viewers are literally men, which is good, right? Women don't really, they already know what I'm talking about. They're just not going to admit it. Why would they? I've said it. How many times have I said it? They're not going to show their cards. They just ain't. They'd be dumbasses if they did, right? So why do you guys do it? That's amazing. Why do you guys? That might be topic number 2 for next episode. But anyways, there you go. I hope you enjoyed this podcast, Space Luchador podcast. You could comment down below. Well, what would you like me to talk about? I'll talk about literally anything and show you that my rules, or in this case, the laws of the universe, do apply to literally everything in existence. Why? Because these are fundamental, right? Back of the line, right? Quite literally gears that make everything run, right? These are the unbreakable, universal laws that there's nothing you can do about it. Not even myself, right? All I can do is know about them and therefore use these laws, right, to your advantage. So there you go. That concludes today's podcast. I will see you on the next Space Luchador podcast episode number 2.